Hi, welcome to Trapeze Talk. I'm Lisa Mellin, your co-host today, here with Mr. Tony Steele.
Hi.
So Tony, I understand we have a mutual friend, Miss Susie Winston,
Oh, yeah.
Circus Warehouse in New York City. And I would like for you to tell me a story about Susie.
Like how I met her?
Anything, yeah.
Well, okay. It was at Sam King's place in Sonoma. And she came to visit and we became quick friends. And we both spoke French, which was great for me to get to practice my French. When you're not in France, you don't get to talk French to anybody. But anyway, we got along really, really great. And she came there to work out on the flying trapeze. And I met her, and it was a very nice relation. And I told her, for example, I was married to a girl named Lily who came from Montmartre, Paris. And we talked about things like that, you know, and other things in Paris. I mean, Paris, all the great painters and people of anything come from Paris, France. But anyway, she said, well, would you like to go back to Paris? I said, yeah, I love Paris, you know. And she said, well, I'll send you a ticket. I said, yeah. Okay, thanks, you know. And this is at Sam King's place, like I say, where all the trapeze artists meet, and all my friends were there. And one day, this box arrives, you know. And I reached inside, and there was a scarf, you know, like this here. And there was a Jacques Cousteau hat. And then I read the letter, and it says, I'm sending this to you because it gets cold in Paris in the wintertime. This was around Christmas time. And here's your ticket. I couldn't believe it, you know. And I started acting the fool in front of all my friends and saying, I'm going to Paris, you know. And they said, oh, wow, that's nice, you know. How come? Well, I got a ticket from Susie Winston. They said, well, when are you coming back? I said, who said I'm coming back? So, anyway, it turned out that at that very time, they changed the programs at Cirque du Verre. That's when they filmed Trapeze. And this program was called Trapeze, and they had the Flying Condors on the program. And so they all knew that they're going to have a program at Cirque du Verre, Trapeze. They all love Trapeze, and an excuse to go to Paris. So they said, we're going to join you. And so anyway, Susie got the flu just before it was time to go to Paris. And she said, you go ahead without me. Here's my apartment. And she had an apartment. Now this is just something people can't understand, but she owned an apartment in Paris. Nobody owns, you know, she's a rich girl. And so she gave me the number and all this stuff. So I went there, and the first night I went, even though I had jet lag, I went to Cirque du Verre, and I was back in paradise again. Cirque du Verre is one of the very few there used to be circus buildings all over Europe, and like Cirque du Verre is like the only one left, and it's beautiful, and there's chandeliers and whatnot. So I went there, and a couple of days later, here comes the gang from it'll come to me. What's his name?
Sam King.
Sam King. Yeah.
From Sonoma, California.
So here comes everybody from California, you know. And Susie said that she couldn't come until later, so why don't you use my driver to take you around, you know. I mean, you can take the subway, which is fun. I mean, subway, Paris is just wonderful. But anyway, So when the gang came from California, instead of taking a taxi or something like that, I get special permission. They built a new opera. The opera house has been there forever. This was the new opera. As a matter of fact, they were playing Don Quixote. And I had it arranged. I told them that I would meet them in front of the new opera. So I had the driver drive up onto the sidewalk where he took out a red carpet and unrolled it. And I walked over, "Hi gang, how are you? Did you take the subway? I hope it wasn't too dusty for you." And so that's the story with Susie. And then later on she came over there and went to the circus almost every night. And am I leaving out anything? No, it's just a wonderful story. Yeah.
She's a very kind and generous woman, and she has a great place in New York City, Circus Warehouse, and I've realized that you and I are both, stand up with me, wearing the same shirts. So if you're ever in New York City, it's one stop past Grand Central, Jackson Vernon Boulevard, Circus Warehouse.
Right, you gotta go there.
Yeah, you never know who you're gonna find there. Thanks.